I want to talk about this outfit before we go anywhere else.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Oh, it's just so cute.
Oh, thank you.
I just love the little crop blazer. Babe.
Well, it was an op shop find. I think I got it for like $1 or something. So
No, with the Adidas shorts. So cute.
On a day like today.
Babe, but it's cold inside, so.
I don't know if it's cold in here.
Okay, well, yeah, it's not cold. You're right. But I love this.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You also look really gorgeous.
Thank you so much, babe.
All right, so I want to talk about your new music video, which just came out pretty recently.
It did.
What was the process like for translating that song into a visual story?
Well, it was quite challenging because I'd never really done anything like this before, and also growing up my whole life, it's like I've always wanted this, and so I was just like, in my brain I thought it was going to go one way, and then what I actually had to deliver was very different, but at the same time it was still the same as what I thought it was going to be. It's kind of hard to explain, but when I first wrote the song, it was very clear what kind of music video I wanted it to be, and I also really love film and television. I grew up watching so much TV, and so I really wanted to convey like that passion with my art together, and so I kind of wrote out, my manager was like, if you could have any music video, what would it be, and like what would it look like, and like, you know, let's do that for all the songs. And I started writing one for Backstreets, and it was like immediate that I wanted it to be like a Kill Bill, like sucker punch type vibe, like revenge, really cinematic, Quentin Tarantino type vibe, even though I don't fuck with Quentin Tarantino anymore. But if he was non-problematic,
yeah,
that. And so I really wanted to have like really sparse coloring, and like long elongated shots and quite dramatic. And so when I wrote the scenes out and the idea and the vibe, it just sat like that for a while. And then it wasn't until we started like having conversations with Claudia about what the music video was going to look like, that we were able to flesh it out and kind of move them more into a bit more of a scenes, and then really think about the shots. And we did the whole music video in like 3 days. 2 of the first few days were in Shepparton. First day was like this day, like 38 degrees, like we were out with the car racing scene. Oh my god, it was so hot. And then the day after that, it was like 9 degrees, raining. And I was like, this cannot be happening. And so it was just everything I thought a music video was going to be. A lot of sitting around, a lot of being really hot, a lot of being really cold, but the movie like magic after the lighting and like all the cut scenes and all like the animation stuff was just so crazy to like see. And like I was like, we did that.
Yeah,
that's wild. That's wild.
What was your first reaction when you saw the final cut?
It's actually so ugly because my manager and I recorded me, because I was away in the UK on tour when we got the first like edits back, and we're watching on the computer, and like Ali set the phone up and she's like filming me, and my face is just like this the whole time. So I was like, I wanted to film it so I could like post it, but I look so fucking chopped. I was just like, I cannot post this. So I was just, my face, I feel like, was just in a bit of disbelief that was me. Yeah,
well done. That's really exciting.
Thank you so much, babe.
As a proud Yorta Yorta, Dja Dja, Wurrung, Kalkadoon and Yirendali woman, you use music as a platform for truth-telling and as a voice for resistance and addressing human rights, Indigenous rights. How do you decide what messages to bring your audience, both in your music and on stage?
I guess a lot of the conversations that I've been having with people on stage, and interviews like these, are some of the conversations that I would hear around the table with my mum, my nans, just my community members, talking about a lot about land rights, a lot about deaths in custody. You know, we have so many issues as a continent and as a people, but we have to face daily. But each mob has also struggles within themselves as well. And I guess it's just about, you know, we're still currently illegally occupied by the British government, and we only just signed one treaty for Victoria, but that's not a treaty for all of us. And so we have serious human rights issues. Like the UN has just put a inquest into the youth detentions systems, and that's not just for Aboriginal kids, that's for all kids. And Australia and Brazil are the only two countries in the world that have ever had inquiries in the UN, have ever had inquiries into the conditions that youth are in prisons. And that's a serious issue. You know, we're supposed to be a leading country, we're supposed to be a country where we have freedom of speech and rights, yet we're treating our kids worse than we would treat our animals. And so I think that for me it's more so about what do I feel the people need to think about right now, and what we need to stop right now, which is like deaths in custody, which is like land rights. You know, we have a global warming. There's so many. I feel like it's a can of worms, girl. So it's hard for me to pick, but I guess it depends on, you know, what's going on at the time. You know, coming up to January 26th, I'll probably talk about January 26th. You know, if we have a deaths in custody, I'll talk about that, because we always have issues that are popping up. But also I really want to spend the time on stage talking to the strengths of our community and just the deep connection that we have. I feel like a lot of the time people associate Aboriginal people with deficit, instead of that we're a loving, kind, sharing, talented people. And I think that's what's really great to see in the music industry. So many young black mob are coming up now, and Australia is finally opening their eyes to be like, oh, actually, you know what, we do have space for young black people. And yeah, I guess I just try to have a bit of a mix of that, you know, remind people you're on black land and genocide has happened here, but also that we are allies and this is a multicultural Australia and we have to work together, I guess. Yeah.
On that note about young black artists coming up and potentially navigating similar spaces that you have at a much earlier stage in their career, perhaps in the music industry, what advice would you give those people who may also see parts of themselves in you?
My advice would be to just stay true to your art. I think a lot of young mob get picked up by big labels, they get a lot of money waved in their face, and then they have a really short-lived, quick career, and then it's over. And what I would suggest is that if you're serious about making it in music or in the arts or whatever it is that you want to do, I would just say, like, trust yourself and put the hard yards in yourself, because no one's going to make your dreams come true. And if somebody comes along and says we're going to make all your dreams come true, they're the fucking devil and you should not. It's probably a publisher, to be honest, so stay away from them. And so yeah, I would just say connect yourself with your mob, make sure you're strong in your family values, and make sure you have a really good support system, because it's really hard out here. It's tough in the music industry, and I feel like that's one thing that people really don't talk about, is just like how tough it really is, especially as a young black person, especially as a young black woman. So that'd be my advice. Be careful.
You've also spoken and been open about overcoming self-doubt, imposter syndrome, and also the idea of like people pleasing, and code switching to fit different spaces. How have you overcome that?
I think it's something that I'm constantly working on, because I very much do have that mentality of like people pleasing and code switching. I think it really depends on the environment as well. Like, I very much put my career first, so sometimes when something happens, sometimes I can maybe put my personal feelings to the side and I'll just kind of like, you know, deal with it. And then another times when I'm not feeling it, I'll put boundaries in and be like, actually, fuck no, because this and that. I guess, yeah, I really would like to come to a point in my life where I don't worry about what other people have to say. But, you know, I'm a young woman in like 25, almost 26. It's hard to be like that. So I aspire to be like that. But I mean, it's something that I'm working on.
Yeah, great. And how are you feeling to be here at BTV?
I'm so excited. Yeah. I'm actually so excited. Since coming back from the Kneecap tour, this is my first show proper in front of like a full festival and stuff. And I love festival season. During winter, I'm always like, I can't wait for the festival season to come around. It's just so much fun. The vibes are good. Like, especially the first few days, like everyone's so excited, and the weather's like 35, 38 degrees today or something. So yeah, I'm really keen. I just love the vibe. I love seeing other artists as well, and just being around in like disco, like in this artist compound. Like, it's just like, it's crazy. Sometimes I'm in here and I'm like, am I supposed to be here? And, you know, this is how the other half live. So it's cool. It's really nice. Like, I got some free fucking shoes or something in my room. That was wild. That was crazy. Nice. Yeah. But yeah, I love festival season. I've always gone to festivals since I was like a kid, and so my mum used to take me to festivals when I was like 3. So being here performing at the festivals is like the dream.
In the spirit of the new year, which is just around the corner, is there something that you are leaving behind in 2025 and something you're taking or starting or doing more of in 2026?
My little brother asked me this, and it was like resolutions or whatever. I don't know if I really have like New Year's resolutions, but I definitely, if I was to pick one, it would be that I would try and be more organized with my calendar. Because I go on tour and then I come home and I'm just like sit in the house for days, just smoke all day and just sit and do fucking nothing, and then go on tour again. And then I think when I come home though, I want to like get into the gym or like do that. I want to like try the gym thing or like Pilates or something, and like drink juice or some shit like that. I don't know. I want to be like healthier. I want to be like strict on my schedule.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we'll see how we go.
Final one. What is your favourite song of all time?
All time.
All time.
Yeah, fuck.
Or first thing that comes to mind?
Yeah, it'd probably be like Etta James. I'd rather go blind, or Michael Jackson. They Don't Care About Us. Fuck.
Both great songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'll let you have two.
Yeah. I was like, we could be here for ages if you took my favorite songs.
Thank you so much.
No,